why do you, like we talked a little bit about it, but why do you choose the Kavanaugh Crew over the plethora? I mean, there's so many different lenders out there,
really
right?
are.
And a lot of us offer really good things like communication maybe and rate maybe and all the things, but we try to bring that all together and like kind of wow people with it. But you have to choose whose number to text the client to or who to call us about to reach out to them. So why would you say after all these years, like you continue to use us?
That's a great question. I think there's two answers to that. The first part that I want to highlight is like you guys are just so well rounded. You're not just a lender that comes in and handles the deal and closes the deal. You guys have compassion. You have problem solving abilities. We literally, you and I and Alicia have like talked through problems. Like so my whole life, I have always either been exalted or patronized for the fact that I don't take no for an answer. I will just keep trying until it is dead in the mud. And so some people have looked at that as like a great quality, and some are just like, can you please just stop? The answer is no, right? But with you guys, you allow me the space to talk through the problem, right? To ask the questions and to not take it as that I don't trust you guys and your ability to do the things. It's just my brain is always calculating, always working. And I've always said, if the answer has to be no, and if it just can't be done, that's fine. I just need to understand why.
Sure.
So that going forward into future transactions, I can ask those same questions to clients and be able to either provide them with an answer or just tell them like, this isn't going to happen.
Sure,
right?
sure.
Like if you are behind on your student loans, there is zero world where we can get you a loan. So let's get caught up on that first instead of wasting people's time.
Sure.
Right. So just understanding those key aspects really helped me. And so the fact that you guys are well-rounded in that regard, that like you not only care about lending, but you care about your community, you care about the people that you work with, you care about your clients. Like I love that aspect that, like you said earlier, I'm not just lending.
Sure.
I have a lot of other strengths and qualities that play into that. And then the second piece of like why I really love working with you guys is it just goes back to what we were talking about a moment ago. It's just the trust, right? I work with hard clients. It's just always right. Sometimes it's just always been my the market I attract. It's the advertising I put out. It's what I believe in. It's what I was taught as a budding little real estate agent in the world of working at Bliss Real Estate, because his brand was helping people change their legacy, overcome hurdles. If you've been told no before, maybe it was because you weren't working with the right people. Here's the path that we can go on. And I love teaching and educating and building.
Sure.
So because of that, I work with a lot of people who have struggles. But I mean, quite frankly, like who doesn't?
Who doesn't?
I'm working through
All
my
of us.
own.
Right,
Right?
exactly,
You've helped me with some of them as well. So I just believe in that. Like when you were talking a moment ago about like getting back to the basics of like, why did you love doing this? It's not just about closing transactions. Like that was a huge moment for me when you said that, because I'm like, that is what I get excited about. Having the sit down initial buyer consult with people who are like, I've been told no so many times. Well, here's what we can do instead. But I also, the second piece of that is I can say that all day in a buyer consult, but if I bring them to a lender that can't do it, then they're going to be like, well, you're just a bunch of words.
Yeah.
And so when I take clients to you guys, even when they have issues, you guys always have an understanding, some empathy. You don't ever make them feel like they screwed up and you guys are having to come up and clean up the mess. No, it's just like, this is why we can't do this, but here's what we're going to do to fix this. And here's how I'm going to adjust how we're working this loan. And I adore that.
Love it.
Like,
that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. And I think that's what we definitely strive for, is to not, I think maybe I was a real estate agent for a little while that was active and going out and trying to find clients. And I always remember like when you meet Mr. Jones and he says, yes, I want to buy a house, it's like that means the potential of Mr. Jones buying a house is going to be part of what feeds my family and sends them to where they need to be and all those things. And it wasn't easy to find Mr. Jones.
No.
And Mr. Jones missed his last mortgage payment.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that sucks because now he might have to wait. Like, you know, we'll look at those. But every client is so important because it's hard to get them to say, yes, I trust you enough as an
Yes.
agent to help me find a house. And now I send them to somebody who treats them like they're not
Yes.
important because they've made mistakes. Like, we've all made mistakes. So as we take those people in, it's like, hey, this is how credit repair works.
Mm-hmm.
This is how you save up a little bit more money. Hey, you know how you're making $1,000 a month payment now and you're okay with $2,300? Well, save $1,300 a month for as you're fixing
Right.
your credit and getting ready and see what that feels like,
Right.
you know? And like helping to walk them through the situations of life is because I know how important each one of those clients are,
Mm-hmm.
even if the answer is no right now.
Right.
Eventually, you're going to change their legacy because people would have always told them no if they didn't tweak it, if they didn't do things a little differently. So, like I was gifted the ability to help them figure out what the next stage of their life can be like if they save and if they work on their credit,
Mm-hmm.
they will own a home instead of. I don't know why Lindsay sent you to me. This is such a waste of time.
Yeah.
Like, how can I help them break that? And we've been praying about that this year. Is like we want to help families change their legacy, not just their address, right? And so when you go in and you're like, hey, you probably need to rent for a couple more years, but you don't tell them why or how to
Wow.
fix it or what to
Yeah.
do. So like we really have taken that on as something really huge. And I love that you talked about like communicating with you about a challenging client, because while you learn what to say to them, we also learn to ask extra questions
Mm-hmm.
because we don't know what their life is like necessarily. And you do a great job with truly having a buyer consult, not just what houses do you like?
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, who's your family and what do you do? What do you do for a living? Like, you have these in-depth conversations that help see like, could there possibly be a gift person,
Mm-hmm.
somebody give you a gift?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a co-signer? Is there some things? And I can think of a family recently that we were able to help. Alicia is literally at volleyball and she's working because she's working all the time. She's got her computer open, and a grandfather looked over her shoulders and was like, what do you do? Are you in real estate? And she goes, well, we're lenders. And he goes, I need your help. And she's like, okay, well, my family's in this position and they've been turned down by multiple lenders and their house, they may lose it. And so we're like, what? This seems kind of strange. Like, do they have good credit? Yes. Do they make money? Yes. All these things. And so we went up, to talk to them. They ultimately couldn't get a loan without a cosigner.
Mm-hmm.
But the grandpa
Yeah.
could co-sign.
Yeah.
It's like the guy who's like, he's available the whole time, but no lender. They talked to multiple people. No one ever said, because they were wealthy, well-to-do people, no one ever thought like, how about a cosigner?
Yeah.
Okay, so your tax return doesn't work where it is right now, but that guy who tapped on my wife's shoulder, what's he up to?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's a W-2'd employee who makes a ton of money and is super clean credit, and you don't need to make any money. He qualifies you for this. And by the way, we can get you clear to close in like 2 days and close the whole thing in 10 days. And now instead of losing your house, you get to stay in it forever at a rate of not 9%, which other people were talking about, but
Yeah.
you're in the fives. Like, this is a ridiculous. And for us, we're like, it's just one simple question.
that's the
change
home
the
run.
legacy
Yeah.
of their lives. You know what I mean? Like, and so, yeah, it feels like a Michael Jordan moment when, like, all it was a free throw to win the game. Right?
Yeah.
It wasn't that big of a deal. But to the people who don't know to ask those questions, don't have compassion, didn't remember the tap on the shoulder, because it's not an easy loan.
Yeah.
And so everybody was saying no because they didn't ask the one extra question.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you just got up there and went, bink.
Yep.
I mean, it wasn't that hard, right?
Yeah.
And everybody else is like, what?
How do you do that? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I love those moments, but it's because we've been doing this a long time. It's because we've made all the mistakes of not asking the questions, not having the follow-up, not sending the credit repair, telling them to go do things and let's leave them alone. Like the follow-up, all those things are so important. But yeah, I'm so thankful that you and a lot of people trust us to do what we do, because at the beginning and end of the day, we start over every time the contract closes. And there is no guarantee. There's just no tier where, oh, I've been doing this 5 years, I should be making this much money, and that should just be
For
steady because
sure.
there should be a paycheck that comes in. We start over every
time.
single day
Mm-hmm.
with, okay, you've got to be as good as you've always been, plus a little better for that new client that's going to come in. And I think we had like 4 people we talked to yesterday, and all 4 of them were loans that we couldn't personally do, but we sent them to people who could.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like that too, like going through all the calls. Like Andrew gets a ton of calls in now with leads, and it just right now, while there's like probably 10 or 12 of them that were not things that we could do, but things that can be done. Instead of just singing off and saying no, like with goodwill, he's helping them figure out, no, you need new construction, you don't need us. No, you need Moody Bank, you don't need us. And but those leads are coming in, and they trust us to do them. So there will be the ones that are the things that we can help with, and then it's going to be like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I did the small things consistently and didn't give up early.
Yeah.
Like all that's important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
For hanging out with us.
Thank you.
Why the Cav Crew, Little Conversations. Lindsay asked us what this is going to be about. We never know, just so y'all know.
Literally,
we never know. We just start talking.
It's about light bulbs. Just good old light bulbs.
Good old light bulbs.
Mm-hmm.
We're thankful for the ones that we trust, that we don't even think about trusting as we drop our kids off and hand leads to people and do things. Like,
absolutely.
Just grateful for the places God has brought us so that we can walk in the best versions of ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amen.
Amen.
Peace out, guys.
Thank you.